Welcome back to Tomcat TV. I'm misogynistic, and this is my wife, the one who makes sandwiches. Why aren't you laughing? We will be watching the Barbie movie. This is something that I have not really been... Okay, bleeding, stop. That I've been not really super interested in watching, but she wanted to watch it, and so clearly she gets her way. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie, and I figured that we could give it a try and make our own decisions. Are you a feminist?
I am not a feminist. Probably as far from that as a woman could be.
You could argue almost I might be more feministic sometimes.
I'm not going to make a whole lot of friends with the women on here, but...
We'll see what happens. And anyone who criticizes her, like, understand she's the one that wanted to watch this. I did not want to watch it. I had no interest. She's the one that wanted to give it a chance. So
I decided to give it a chance, though, because everybody was saying it was super feministic. I didn't care to watch it because of that. But a handful of people said it's actually the exact opposite. So I want to make my own decision.
yeah, well, I think what will be interesting is if it's something to where we can just go into it and everybody can kind of glean from it what they want to glean. And I kind of like whenever I can do that with a movie, to where we can kind of be like, yeah, this part of it I like, this part of this I don't like, or I think here's my issue, what's probably going through her head is this. Even if it's not accurate, it's something like even if it's not that the filmmaker intended, it's something that could still even apply sometimes. Bye-bye, Sterling.
Like Mr. Pepper.
This is for the OnlyFans. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get started. If you enjoy these reactions, especially the ones with me and my wifey, go ahead and... If you enjoy these reactions, especially from me and my wife, and this little one, then go ahead and drop a like down below if you want. You're being really helpful. Drop a like down below. Comment what you'd like to see next, and subscribe if you want to see if you want to watch any more videos like this or get notified of videos like this. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's not waste any more time. Let's watch the movie. The Barbie movie from 2023.
Since the beginning of time, the dolls were always and forever baby dolls. The girls who played with them could only ever play at being mothers, which can be fun. At least for a while, anyway.
That's all Mora wants to do is be mommy.
Ask your mother.
Oh, she just plays with baby dolls.
Plays with baby dolls, wants to cook. That's all she wants. That's creepy. I'm frightened.
Why though?
It's because girls naturally aren't supposed to want to be mothers.
Yes, Barbie changed everything.
We're not gonna make friends with this one.
No, we're not. I already tell.
All of she has her own money, her own house, her own car, her own career.
I'm just thinking about jokes. I'm thinking about that Family Guy clip.
I should laugh.
You remember that Family Guy clip? She's like, I'm a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
Oh, I see. And are you in your little courthouse right now, representing Barbie?
Everything and anything they set their mind to. Thanks to Barbie, all problems of feminism and equal rights have been solved.
It's sarcastic. You see that?
At least that's what the Barbies think.
That is shiny.
Yeah, it is. We might be able to connect to this better if we both played with Barbies. I do like the detail of her feet staying exactly like that. Oh, and it's not real water because obviously it's a playhouse. Okay, I'm actually... Maybe the novelty of it will wear off, but I do like the whole idea that everything is play. Everything is a toy.
Midge was Barbie's pregnant friend. Well, let's not show Midge, actually. She was discontinued by Mattel because a pregnant doll is just too weird. But Ken only has a great day if Barbie looks at him.
That seems pretty realistic. That is actually pretty realistic.
Hi, Barbie.
There are no multiples of Alan. He's just Alan.
Yeah.
confused about that.
I love Michael Cera. We've watched all of Arrested Development. Can't explain it, but it happened. Oh gosh. Please somebody just like face plants into it. That sounds really funny.
It's all pretend.
What the crap was that?
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I will beat both of you off at the same time.
Use both hands.
You're very brave, Ken.
Thank you, Barbie.
Yeah.
You know, surfer's not even my job.
It's just beach.
Right. And what a good job you do at beach.
Looking good, Barbie.
Thanks, Ken.
I do find it really satisfying when there's choreography that's like really, really, really in sync. Like perfectly, like inhumanly in sync.
They did a really good job on like the costumes and stuff.
I really like the lighting too, actually.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Goodness.
I'm just dying to dance.
I like that. The glimpse through the curtain, you know?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
Oh, but
It's cool too. Is I feel like the environment doesn't look like it's super CG. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
It looks like it's literally an all set. I think they did a lot of set stuff. I know there is CG, but
Why so stressed? Could it be those irrepressible thoughts of death?
oh my goodness, you.
Scared, nauseous, hey, death.
Nauseous, decay, death.
I'm so embarrassed.
That was an overreaction.
They're all rich.
Stop it, Ken. You know, you're gonna have to visit Weird Barbie. Play with her too hard in the real world.
Gosh.
Why is she always in the splits?
Hey. What's cooking good looking? Sorry about the dog crap. What can I do you for?
I just had to come see you about my feet.
Flat.
Yeah, rubbery sort
Never
of.
seen that before. Really? Look. That Ken of yours. I'd like to see what kind of nude blob he's packing under those jeans. You've opened a portal.
I didn't open a portal.
Someone did. If you want to be stereotypical Barbie perfect again, the baby girl, you gotta go fix it. To find the girl who's playing with you.
Playing with me.
That's so creepy. Like the girl who's playing with you.
So should I? Ooh!
So, what'll it be then? You can go back to your regular life and forget any of this ever happened? Or you can know the truth about the universe.
The first one. The high heel.
You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
I'm not adventure Barbie. I'm stereotypical Barbie. I'm ready to forget now.
No, you're doing this one. I just gave you a choice so you could feel some sense of control and enter the country of California.
Country of California.
And then you look like me.
Ah! Oh!
Sorry. I understand. I set myself up for that.
And I bet she doesn't even want you to go.
Well, you got both those things incorrectly.
What? What are these physics? I guess it's Barbie Land, doesn't matter.
And you can't make me look uncool in front of Ken.
Ken's not cool!
He is to me.
I do kind of like the aesthetic of this film, though. It's really weird. Like, it's there's the cringe aspect, but also it's really creative. Yeah.
It's supposed to be goofy.
It's the intention, yeah.
Wow, this is the real world. Why are these men looking at me?
Yeah, they're also staring at me.
Love that. A construction site. We need that good feminine energy.
Oh, you got fries with that?
When I said you had a hot body, would you hold it against me?
Is that a mirror in your pocket?
And I would just like to inform you, I do not have a vagina. And he does not have a penis.
That's okay.
Yeah, whatever. I have all the genitals.
I have all the genitals, every single one of them.
I love me a leotard.
I think we should get some different clothes.
My goodness, not
Great.
You guys gotta pay for that stuff.
She looks even better in more clothes.
Because you can imagine more.
You know what?
The faster I figure it out, the faster we get to go home.
What am I supposed to do?
Go for a walk or something.
By myself?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, I'm not even kidding. It's kind of relatable because I feel like there's so many times you're trying to figure something out, and I'm just like, I'm so bored. Can we get to do something? Can we just like do something now? Sweet. I didn't think they made Hummers anymore for some reason. But that looks like a brand new Hummer. Jeez.
Teenagers, man.
Gosh. Like, I was thinking about, I was like, what causes that kind of rift between, like, a parent and their kid? But then I think about, like, as a teenager, I was such a punk. So far, I'm not really seeing a lot of the main negatives. I feel like I'm actually reading other things behind the scenes of it. The variety. That life isn't cookie cutter.
You're so beautiful. I know it.
She's at school!
That's what he took
The
from
kids
that.
at the school?
A woman named Skipper turned up at some family's home in Key West, asked to babysit the kids. She then tried to take their toddler surfing. Jeez, I know. They were able to straighten it out, keep it under wraps, but this is serious.
She tried to take the toddler surfing. I do kind of like the ridiculous nature of this movie, to be honest.
Irrepressible thoughts of death, Barbie. Nobody tell you like Barbie.
I like it.
What do you think of after that?
I guess I didn't know Will Ferrell was in
Oh,
it.
you didn't? Yeah, I didn't.
No one rests until this doll is back in a box.
Back in a box, no longer thinking in the term of reality.
She'll crush you.
Who are you?
I'm only your favorite woman of all time, Barbie.
You really think you're Barbie? Like a professional bimbo?
No.
Barbie's not a bimbo. Barbie is a doctor and a lawyer and a...
You've been making women feel bad about themselves since you were invented.
I think you got the wrong...
Oh, they're complaining about body image and all that stuff.
Sexualized capitalism?
I'm supposed to help you and make you happy and powerful.
Oh, I am powerful. And until you showed up here and declared yourself Barbie, I hadn't thought about you in years, you fascist.
It was really nice talking to you.
I feel so bad for her, actually. That's terrible.
Girls are mean, man.
I like you. You're still mean, but like in a way that I'm okay with.
Why didn't Barbie tell me about patriarchy, which, to my understanding, is where men and horses run everything?
Men and horses?
I'll take a high-level, high-paying job with influence, please.
Okay, you'll need at least an MBA, and a lot of our people have PhDs.
Isn't being a man enough?
Actually, right now, it's kind of the opposite.
You guys are clearly not doing patriarchy very well.
No, we're doing it well. Yeah, we just hide it better now.
Oh.
She thinks I'm a fascist. I don't control the railways or the flow of commerce. Who are you?
We're Mattel.
Mattel? Oh, thank goodness. Men look at me like I'm an object.
Isn't Barbie technically an object? I mean, like in the
Barbie. So happy to see you.
If you're agreeable to it.
Why is the floor painted like the inside of a Jawbreaker?
That's what I was wondering.
Get into the box and we'll go back to Barbie Land. And everything will be as it was.
Ken isn't something we're worried about. Ever.
Okay, I'll get in the box then. Are any women in charge?
We had a woman CEO in the 90s. And there was another one at some other time. I'm the son of a mother. I'm the mother of a son. Raise your hand if you have a vagina. Raise your hand if someone you love has a vagina. Yeah. What about D'Angelo's hand? Oh, wow. He's got them both up. Some of my best friends are Jewish. What I'm trying to say is, get in the box, you Jezebel! What, I can't say Jezebel now? Guess she really had to go to the bathroom?
What the heck is this movie? Oh my gosh, this movie is such nonsense.
Quicker to go over the cubicle! It's quicker! Sure.
It's quicker. Sure. I'm sure some of the messages aren't entirely positive, but it seems like it's been like, isn't really as bad as people have been saying so far. I've actually quite enjoyed it. It's stupid, but like it's intentional, and it's very intentional how stupid it is. It's not doing anything like haphazardly. It's interesting, even reality is not the real world.
You're safe here.
You look different.
Usually look perfect.
I think I saw something about Margot Robbie thinking that she was really weird looking before coming to Hollywood. Like,
It never is.
like
And is it
ugly,
that marvelous?
weird.
Yeah, I saw something about that too.
Get in now!
Come on!
I do like her as an actress. She's fun to watch. Superstore, and she actually does the voice to Hiccup's love interest in How to Train Your Dragon. What's her name? Astrid.
I've been a little lonely lately, and I found those Barbies we used to play with. I thought we gave those away. So I started playing with them, and making drawings like we used to do.
Did any of these drawings by chance have thoughts of death and cellulite?
Yes! Irrepressible Thoughts of Death Barbie! Oh my god! And cellulite! I gotta lose these chuckleheads.
It's nos.
I love women. I want to help women.
Oh, come off it. Everybody hates women. Women hate women and men hate women. It's the one thing we can all agree on.
Is that true?
It's actually true. The most. Holy crap!
Mom, where did you learn to drive like this? There was this guy. His dad? Yeah, it was Dad.
This is the thing. I don't think men generally hate women, but women absolutely do hate women. That is so common. I don't know if I've heard from any woman that they like women. And men don't generally hate men. It's just this weird thing with women.
They're mean, man. So mean.
Where are we going? Barbie Land. I didn't even go on that cruise I won at your school raffle because I didn't have enough vacation days and your dad's allergic to sun. Oh, what about Dad? You can't just leave him. He'll be fine.
Bolígrafos.
You see, he's doing the thing. Were we doing that with German?
That's strange.
They're doing Top Gun. That's funny.
President with the beer.
So much better than being president.
Something's weird today.
Hi, Barbie!
Oh, that's the capital.
Ah!
The horse and a horse.
These are the dream houses.
At first I thought the real world was run by men. And then there was a minute where I thought it was run by horses. But then I realized that horses are just men extenders.
What? What does that even mean?
Call me baby.
This shall henceforth be known as Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Shame on you, executive number 2. You think I spent my entire life in boardrooms because of a bottom line? No, I got into this business because of little girls and their dreams in the least creepy way possible.
I was about to say.
I'm just having some brewski beers.
Brewski beers. He's very redundant.
As my bride wife.
As my bride wife.
Long-term, low commitment.
And Alan likes to help me give all the Ken's foot massages.
No, I don't. I don't like that.
We love it. We failed them.
No, you failed me! Out there, I was somebody. People respected me just for who I am.
Really?
One lady, she even asked me for the time. No way. Way. And if it weren't for these technicalities like MBAs, medical degrees, swim lessons, I could have ruled that world. But I don't need any of those things here. How's that feel? It is not fun, is it?
Being forgotten, being an afterthought. I think the commentary on this has got to be, nobody should be just like crapped on, dumped on, forgotten, or pushed in a position they didn't want to be into. I think that's essentially commentary. He's so redundant. Look at that, even with glasses.
It's all change. That's terrifying. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. One of the more leadership-oriented Barbies just snaps out of it, does something about this whole mess.
So you're just gonna give up?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Come on, Mom.
Run out and get the new Depression Barbie. She wears sweatpants all day and night. She spent 7 hours today on Instagram looking at her estranged best friend's engagement photos. And she's going to watch the BBC's Pride and Prejudice for the 7th time until she falls asleep.
Our families is such.
Hey.
Goodness.
I'm like you now. Ugly and unwanted. Thanks.
Thanks.
Come on.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you our new radio station, only playing Ken's favorite song.
Turn this song over, break!
What the heck is this movie?
As soon as they figure out how to build that wall sideways and not just up, no one is going to be able to get in or out. So if you want to leave, you better make a run for it.
It's so weird to build it all sideways and not just up. Is Alan a thing?
I think it was briefly.
I have no.
What are you doing? We
It's
gotta
a little
go.
close to calling them.
We have to.
Easy.
Goodness.
Hello? Humans. We're fine.
And Alan.
Come into my weird house. Hi, I'm Weird Barbie.
I had a weird Barbie.
Yeah, you did.
You make them weird by playing too hard. It's cool. That's Sugar Daddy.
That was like every Barbie Olivia ever had, my sister.
Sugar Daddy?
No. I'm not a sugar daddy. This is Sugar, and I'm her daddy.
And I have an earring, a magic earring.
These were actual Kens. Her boobs grow. Why would they do that?
Is that really a thing?
Yo, girl?
I have a TV in my back. You know whose dream that is? Nobody.
No.
Nobody's dream. I'm not stereotypical Barbie pretty.
Note to the filmmakers, Margot Robbie is the wrong person to cast if you want to make this point.
That's really funny.
It's not.
It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. Like, we have to always be extraordinary. You're supposed to love being a mother, but don't talk about your kids all the damn time. You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. Never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never get.
It's almost like you have to have morals.
Yes.
Everything is your fault. Every single other woman tied herself into knots so that people will like us.
Wait. I did write a book. It's like I've been in a dream where I was somehow really invested in the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
I was,
What
yeah.
you said?
She's back. By giving voice to the cognitive dissonance required to be a woman under the patriarchy, you robbed it of its power.
Yes.
Seems to be other Barbies. That's
The problem with that little speech is a lot of that type of stuff
distracted by appearing helpless and confused.
is very similar to how everybody feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not special.
It's no.
Photoshop is so hard. I just don't understand how to use the select tool. Color bands and magnetic lassos and
Goodness.
You have to be their mommies, but not remind them of their mommy.
One minute I was president, and then the next I was cutting a Ken steak for him?
Real men don't cut steak. They just like
You can
stick it
tell
on a
that
fork
you
and just
listen to
take bites
gospel,
of it.
and that you'd love them to explain it to you.
I don't want to touch a foot.
No, you don't.
Another one? The final stage of our plan. To turn the Kens against each other.
What if he doesn't like me anymore? Actual girlfriend, if he'll still have me.
Sublime!
Just give it on the chorus and sublime.
I'll play the guitar at you.
Dang! I'll play the guitar at you.
Men are also really.
I don't know if I've ever been good enough. Don't know if
They're all doing the same thing.
When they think you actually care about this song, you take it all away.
Who are you texting? Ken!
It's reaction to Ken.
And you turn them against each other. 1 second. While they're fighting, we take back Barbie Land.
What do? We beach every individual one of them off. No. We go to war. Doesn't seem to matter what I do. Driving me insane.
There's a lot more music than I expected.
Sleep alone tonight. Cause I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be dead. Is it my destiny to life of blonde fragility?
Blonde fragility. You just thrust into him.
This is a real hornet's nest in here. I got shot. It's impossible. Are there real weapons here? No.
This is do a dance battle. Is that what we're looking at here? It almost feels like a older style musical, to where there's a lot of scenes that are just kind of nonsense, like this. Like in Singing in the Rain, there's this whole sequence that is just utter nonsense. It's a dream sequence, an idea I think he has for a movie or something like that. But this, at least, is more entertaining. Oh gosh.
Weren't we supposed to vote today? What? To change the Constitution. That was today, wasn't it?
Okay, ladies, let's do this. All those in favor.
Battling on the beach is way more fun.
Say aye.
So, question: They ended up changing all the Barbies back. Are there more Kens than Barbies, or are there more Barbies than Kens? So could they have just voted? They have Alan, so could they have just voted it back? What was the point of distracting them?
I don't know.
I won't poke holes in this. It's a Barbie movie. Oh, wow, they.
That's because they're dream houses, mother.
Mattel censored it.
And Constitution to what it should be. And restored all the Barbies' brains and autonomy. And we seriously disinfected those houses.
Good. That was probably wise.
Don't look at me!
It's okay if you're crying. You know, I cried too. It's actually kind of amazing.
It was hard writing stuff. I didn't love it.
I get it.
To be honest, when I found out that patriarchy wasn't about horses, I lost interest anyway.
He's like, I just like horses.
I always thought this would be our house.
Oh. I think I owe you an apology.
Huh?
I'm really sorry I took you for granted.
I just don't know who I am without you. That's why I was created. I only exist within the warmth of your gaze. Without it, I'm just another blonde guy who can't do flips.
To discover who Ken is.
Okay, I think I get it now.
No. This isn't the answer.
He's not good at reading.
I feel so stupid. Beach?
Nope, you're not even Beach. Maybe it's Barbie and it's Ken.
Ken is me.
Ken! The FOMO junction.
Ken is right. It's just so hard to be a leader. Ah! Oh, Mitch. Gosh, I thought we discontented her. Look, look at me.
I'm an adult man. I don't really care to be tickled.
Thanks to the Barbies.
No Barbie or Ken should be living in the shadows. I just want to say it. I'm sorry we called you Weird Barbie behind your back and also to your face.
I'm owning it.
Would you like a job in my cabinet?
May I please have sanitation?
It's yours. Maybe a lower circuit court judgeship.
We accept, as long as we can wear robes.
Well, the Kens have to start somewhere, and one day the Kens will have as much power and influence in Barbie Land as women have in the real world.
Tell me your secret dream, child.
Okay, what about ordinary Barbie? Maybe she's a mom, maybe she's not. Because it's okay to just want to be a mom.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's going to make money.
Oh, ordinary Barbie, I love it.
What does she get?
Well, that's easy. She's in love with Ken.
I'm not in love with Ken.
What do you want?
I don't think I have an ending.
That was always the point. I created you so you wouldn't have an ending.
Oh, she's supposed to be the creator?
Her ghost keeps an office on the 17th floor.
What? You guys, do you think the lady who invented Barbie looks like Barbie? I'm a 5'0" grandma with a double mastectomy and tax evasion issues. Nobody looks like Barbie. Except, of course, Barbie.
I don't really feel like Barbie anymore.
Come, walk with me.
I feel like from them, I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I am Ken enough.
Thank you, Barbie. Thank you.
Thank you. I was really hoping he'd say it like 3 or 4 more times.
And you helped that mother and daughter connect.
They really helped each other.
Maybe you're self-effacing, Barbie?
Self-effacing?
Maybe I'm not Barbie anymore.
Being a human can be pretty uncomfortable. Humans make things up like patriarchy and Barbie just to deal with how uncomfortable it is.
I understand that.
And then you die.
Yeah.
Accurate.
But you're the creator. Don't you control me?
I can't control you any more than I could control my own daughter. I named you after her, Barbara. I always hoped for you.
Is that true? I wonder if it's... I'm guessing it's true.
Take my hands. Now, close your eyes. Feel.
I'm not sure now what I was made for.
Yes. So Barbie left behind the pastels and plastics of Barbie Land for the pastels and plastics of Los Angeles.
That's kind of funny.
Estoy muy orgulloso de ti.
Orgulloso.
Orgulloso. Orgulloso de ti.
There you go.
Sí se puede.
That's a political statement.
That's appropriation, Dad.
Hi. And what are you here for today, Barbara? I'm here to see my gynecologist.
That was really funny. In a Barbie world, there really was a pregnant Barbie. That's so weird. There's literally a baby in. That's kind of. Actually, I feel like that's something Amora actually would like. She probably would. Sugar Daddy Ken. What? Yeah.
Discontinued.
Thank goodness. Gosh, what in the world is that? The video cam. Oh, and it literally has. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, I'm assuming there's nothing at the end. Let me just fast forward, just make sure. Okay, my question is, I don't think there's anything at the end. But why would a doll inspire you. Does that not sound stupid? I mean, I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this that a doll inspired them to do things in life, but why would it take a doll to inspire you to do anything? My Barbie's a president, so I can be a president too. You wanna go get her? Okay, you can bring her back here. Or actually, okay, we gotta keep her down. Did you like it?
I did like it. I liked it more than I thought it was.
Me too. I did too. I actually was not bored. There towards the end, I feel like it ran a little long.
Yeah.
They should have like cut down a little bit more, but overall, that was good. I actually think the messaging wasn't terrible. I think some of the things, like some of the stuff they said, was just stuff that they assumed women versus men and stuff. But it felt a lot more even-handed. It didn't feel like it was something.
I think it was more about like the equality for.
Yeah.
But it wasn't fair for the Barbies to be in charge, but the Kens took it way too far the other direction.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, the pendulum always does swing back.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful not to take it too far. Anyways, alright, I love you, sweetheart. I will be ending this here in a second. If you come back while I'm still recording, we'll talk about more if you want to. I love you, sweetheart. Yeah, well, it took a little long to get her. Anyways, yeah, I liked it. I did like it quite a bit, actually. Ken is a very sympathetic character, and so is Barbie, actually. I wasn't sure what I was going to think about this movie, but I really appreciate that it feels like... I think that... I'm trying to think here. Ken, obviously he felt like his whole who he was is defined by Barbie, which makes sense considering he was literally created for Barbie. So it's literally not his fault that he feels the way he does. He has to basically defy his programming and how he's written. And maybe that's part of the commentary too, is to not let how somebody tells you that you need to behave, I guess, or you need to, who you are, dictate who you are. Is that what it is? I don't know. I feel like sometimes, I think that, like I said, it does feel fairly even-handed. I feel like the whole speech by what's her name, well, 20-30 minutes till the end of the movie, it was a little weird, just because, again, a lot of the stuff about the problems of like, well, if you're this, and you can't be this. It feels like a lot of those complaints is stuff that everybody has, man or woman, and directing it specifically towards, and this is what Alyssa was saying too, towards women. I feel like it almost, that's gonna make you be pissy at somebody. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a choice. If you think it's something to where you're the victim, you're being victimized all the time, you're the only one that feels this way, that breeds narcissism, and that makes you, that's going to have you have resentment towards your, you know, whether it's your spouse or your friends or just people on the alternate other side of the fence, really, the other side, just like even the political one, just assuming the worst of the other side of things is, I mean, there are times I think that people obviously do have bad intentions when it comes to politics or whatever, but I do also think we tend to assume the worst of people quite a bit. It is a huge problem in our political discourse, and a huge problem for anyone who's different. Whether it has to do with race or gender or whatever. Don't assume the worst. Don't assume that everybody's just out to get you, or they have bad intentions, whether it's to kill someone, or because they're racist, because they're sexist, because they're just in support of the patriarchy, or or even if it's somebody who is a feminist, not even just that it's because they want superiority. You know, it's good to understand people from all sides and not just write them off, like it seems like the Barbies did write off the Kens, and then of course the Kens did in turn to the Barbies. And I think it's interesting too, in the end he didn't want to be leader. You know, he's talking about the patriarchy, how they're in charge of everything. He didn't want to be in charge. You know how many people, like, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman. A lot of people don't want to be in charge. A lot of women, they have the whole, like, Barbie construction team, right? And then she expected to see that in the real world, and that's really shocking. And there's so many people who act like they'll put, like, in different movies and stuff like that, women foremans and stuff like that in construction, which is, like, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are people like that. I've never seen it personally, but most women don't want to be in construction. On average, most women don't want that. Just like Ken, he didn't want to be a leader. He didn't want to be in charge of anything. I think at a point he doesn't mind being kind of subservient, I guess, to Barbie. He just doesn't want to be ignored. He doesn't want to feel like he doesn't mean anything to anyone. Because I don't think it even has to do as much with Barbie not loving him back. I think he wants to mean something. And maybe that's not the intention of the movie, but that's just kind of what I gleaned from it. I don't know. My wife probably has some type of things to say too, but she's putting Leona down. My youngest. She's putting her youngest down, back down to bed, probably giving her a little bit of something before that. But I really did enjoy that. Let me stop this. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was very silly. I actually really enjoyed how silly it was. I hope this recording turns out right. If there's a hum or anything like that, I apologize. If the recording from that interfered too much with this, I do apologize for that as well. It's interesting. And also, just as an FYI, I obviously watched the reaction to this, but I get a little tired of people having an attitude about my wife through comments, which it's very rare because people are just, you know, there's some people who just try to be D-bags about things, but they complain because she doesn't, like, she's very, like, straight-faced and, like, she's not, like, going and, like, reacting and screaming and squealing and stuff like that, but, like, not everybody is going to be like that. And actually, I'd argue most people aren't like that with movies. I mean, my wife's special. She's different. She's better than anyone out there, of course. But not everybody's like that. And I think that anyone who has those complaints about her, she's not reacting to things the way you want her to react to things, how about we just be genuine? One of the biggest compliments I get on this channel is that people can see that I'm genuine and I'm not just, like, exaggerating my reaction to things. There's times, like, whenever I'm reacting to something, I try not to be super negative. Even if it's something I don't like, I try not to just, like, dump on it all the time, because I know some people, I mean, I know part of what the job would be as far as being a reactor and reviewer is trying to look for the positive things as well. And there are plenty of negative things in the Barbie movie. But really, overall, I really actually liked it. It was a lot of fun. But again, genuineness. And my wife, if anything, she's a very genuine person. And she's very lovely, and I love her, and she's amazing. She's an amazing mother, and that's something I do kind of like that they mentioned in this. They made a point to mention, because it's a huge issue. There's a lot of women out there, I think, and you can tell me in the comments. I don't want to mansplain as I'm manspreading. There's a lot of women out there that feel like they're dumped on for wanting to be a mother, because there's a lot of people out there, not even, I don't think, like, people, like, literally, like, that you'd meet on the street, but more people in, like, media and Hollywood and stuff. There's this feeling that's given off, this impression of you can't, that you're a bad person if you want to just be a mom. But hi, she's CP. But anyways, any thoughts? What are your thoughts on Ken as a character and his motivations, as the reason why he does the things he does, and the reason why he felt so betrayed and downtrodden, people say? You have thoughts?
I don't have a lot of thoughts about Ken, but other than I just feel like he was supposed to, or he was just Mostly just upset that he wasn't being noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was, being turned down all the time.
Mm-hmm. I feel
pushed aside.
Yeah, he's an afterthought. I mean, nobody wants to be considered an afterthought. People want to be noticed. People want, and I think it wasn't even necessarily. I mean, obviously he was made for Barbie, but it is something to where I think it's more than just that. It's that not only is it something to where the person he's made for has zero interest in him and ignores him, but also just he is generally consistently a second-rate citizen comparatively in that society. And I think that all just built up. He didn't want to be a leader. I think honestly he likes being subservient, and I think he likes being number two as far as compared to Barbie. He doesn't want to be the leader. He doesn't want to be boss. He doesn't want to be the corporate ladder climbing guy. He just wants to be noticed, and he wants to be considered, and he wants to have a say. And I guess that's what they're saying too, because of, and I think that's where they're having it flipped, as far as like saying that that's what women want. And I think as far as classic feminism, obviously that's good. I mean, everybody should have a say, and nobody should be a forethought or an afterthought. It's something to where people should be able to have a say. Now, I mean, obviously, if you say something stupid, whether you're man or woman, everybody should ignore that. But
What do you think of the ending?
I think it's interesting. I think it's something to where, I know you haven't seen The Matrix, but like, there's this whole idea of once your eyes are open to that you're in the Matrix, you cannot close them again. So once your eyes are open, that's essentially Barbie. Once her eyes are open, once she's seen, it's at Plato's cave. I've told you about that. It's where basically their entire life is these shadows on the wall, and then once they step out the cave and they see that life is more than just these shadows on the wall, they have a choice of whether they can go back into the cave or stay out there. But it's almost virtually impossible to go back just into the cave, because life is a lot more than just that cave. That's essentially for Barbie. She can't be just this cookie cutter Barbie anymore. She has to write her own story as it is, or as it were. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it's good. There's a lot of symbolism in it.
I really expected the ending to be super feministic, like, oh, she's gonna go into the real world because she wants to be, the
boss babe, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah. But
she's gonna
that's
change
not
the world.
what she agreed to. I mean, the last pictures, I'm sure there's some significance to those videos, but they weren't of, they weren't of like, oh, you're gonna get to go be, this ladder climbing,
I'm not
boss lady.
She's not trying to
she
change the
agreed
world.
to. I mean, the pictures, the videos were of family and of having kids and, not necessarily modern feminism type, things. It was more about, to me, it seemed more about like family and friends and,
right.
And that's what she agreed to. She didn't agree to, I'm gonna go, be a big boss.
Well, because I expected it to be like, I'm gonna go change the world now for painting it, and
It just seemed like she wanted to go do normal things. She wanted to go experience life, and it was almost like she was walking away from the boss babe type stuff. She could have had that. She had that in Barbie Land.
True.
But instead, she chose to go to the real world
and actually be part of their family, really.
Yeah,
actually.
and go, So I found that very not super on the modern feminism side.
No, that's why, like, I heard a lot of complaints saying that it was like super feministic and stupid and didn't make any sense. But again, like I said, like in the reaction,
It was silly, but
like,
it's
I
supposed
shouldn't try to make sense.
It's a Barbie movie.
The majority of this movie is entirely symbolic. It's a mixture of satirical symbolism, where it's making fun of a lot of it. A lot of it is a joke, but it's using satire to commentate on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do think it's a lot more even-handed than people painted it to be, which I really did enjoy it, actually. It's not something I'm going to go back really and watch a whole lot, but I wouldn't discourage people from watching it.
No, it was good.
I think that it's something that, and honestly, even if all this serves to do is just have people sit down on opposing sides of it and have a conversation about it, I like that too, because I could see getting down with like with people who are a little bit more on the feministic side versus people who are more conservative minded on that, and actually having a conversation of the state of today and what the movie means. You know what I mean? What the intention is. Yeah, I don't think that the intention of the movie definitely doesn't feel like it's disparaging to anyone in particular.
No.
It's about living your life, not letting who you're supposed to be dictated by anybody else or who you think you're supposed to be. And, it's not, life isn't cookie cutter like Barbie's. And I like that. What I was saying before you came back in is I like that it was something like at the end she mentions is like, why is it that we can't have a Barbie that's okay with just being like a mom? Why is it that it's got to be these ladder climbing and stuff? Because as much as it's people dump on it, there are girls who want to have baby dolls. Most girls on average want to have baby dolls. And yeah, as you get older, I mean, I assume most girls don't really play with baby dolls, but also as you get older, you don't play with toys as much anyway.
Sure.
I
But
mean,
our daughter, we've never pushed baby dolls on her. It's just the thing she's chosen to gravitate toward.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it all the time, but she plays with her baby dolls. She, enjoys very, very feminine stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing we pushed her to.
No.
We didn't, tell her, okay, here you are, your favorite color is pink, and you like babies. We just let her have whatever she liked, and she likes what she likes.
Yeah, she was girly so fast. She just went full on girly. I remember just from the sounds that she'd make, even it was just so girly.
Which is funny, just because, I'm not the most girly, especially growing up. I didn't play with Barbies or do any of those things, so it's funny to me to have a little girl who's running around in her little pink dresses and
she wants to dress pretty all the time.
Baby dolls, and
she wants tutus. She wants, my goodness, she just always wants to look.
Wants her hair braided.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I tried to tell her that she looked beautiful without, cause she wanted to wear makeup, and I said she looks beautiful without makeup, and it made her cry. And she's like, no, I don't. And I'm like trying to address that you don't need makeup to look pretty.
She just wants to play with it.
She wants to play with it.
She sees mommy and wants to play with it.
I know. I just don't want her relying on that. But anyways, no, she's a sweetheart. But yeah, we don't push that stuff on her at all. But that's just what she wants to be. She wants to be like her mommy, and she wants to have babies and stuff. And like I said, they talk about how playing with baby dolls is fun. But who plays with, once you get older, all babies know, all kids know, toddlers, is they tend to know what mommy does taking care of them, which is feeding babies and stuff. So obviously once they get to a certain age, they're going to lose interest in baby dolls, and Barbies will be more interesting because that is more relatable to them. Just like with boys. I mean, boys, they want to play with action figures. They want stuff that's going to blow up, you know what I mean? They want stuff that's relatable to where they are.
We're getting in trouble with all sorts of groups on this one.
Oh, for sure. Anyways, well, drop a dislike down below. Anyways, well, thank you guys. I think this has been fun. This has been an interesting conversation. I feel like I hope the quality of this video was good. Doesn't look great, but we'll find out. I'll edit it all together.
It's not doing the blurry thing.
Yeah, no, I fixed that. It was weird. I think I had it plugged into the wrong USB. I don't have. You know how in was it $6 Million Man? The old is 80s. I know I was saying old. I'm gonna offend some people. Dislike down below again. In the $6 Million Man, there's we have the technology. Well, I don't have the technology to do this in a decent, proper way. But anyways, you have anything else to say about the movie?
I feel like we will be disturbed at this setup.
Oh gosh, yes. Just the camera face this way. It's not pretty this way, but it's definitely not pretty that way. Anyways,
No, I was pleasantly surprised. We did not want to see this movie when it came out. The only reason I was interested was because there was two sides to it. Some people were saying, oh, it was just super feministic, way overboard. But some people were like, no, it really wasn't. If anything, it maybe was sort of on the other side of things.
Yeah.
I think it was somewhere in the middle.
Polarizing is good. I like polarizing. Something that's in the middle. People can glean from it what they want.
Because then everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah. People tend to take messages from things that they want to hear, right? Just like with whether it's like statistics or whatever, people tend to see meanings in those things that they want to see a lot of the time. People can manipulate, like whenever they're running those types of polls, right? They can manipulate there's a lot of subjective bias, I guess, that kind of gets put into there. But it's very easy to take from something the stuff that you want to see. But yeah, no, I did like it. I did like it quite a bit. Again, it's not something I'm gonna watch over and over again, but it's something I like.
It was fun. The sets were all really well done and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was really well made.
Aesthetically, it was very pleasing to the eyes. It was fun to watch. Anyways, and also I like the music. The musical sequences are kind of fun.
It was goofy.
Yeah, it was goofy.
It was as goofy as I expected it to be.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, I think that we're good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like or dislike down below, whichever.
You choose, I guess.
Tickles you? I don't know. That's.
Or you can argue with us in the comments.
That's true. You can just argue, just be really combative, and people are like, "Hey, let's not have a toxic comment section. Be toxic."
No.
Don't be toxic. Oh, okay. Don't be toxic. Okay.
But there's no reason we can't have a friendly debate.
Friendly debate. Okay, I guess we could be friendly.
Friendly. Keep it friendly.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Okay. Anyways, I love you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you in the next one. Check out Patreon if you want to see early access to other reactions like this. If you want to see a full reaction to this one, that is available upon request, most likely, just because they take forever to render. Just go ahead and go over there and message me if you want to get a full reaction to this one, and I will go ahead and make sure that's up within, like, hopefully 24 to 48 hours, and you guys can take a look at that. And like I said, drop a like